It's like I'm wrapped up in the 60s, smoking weed with Big Diddy. Sadini never stop. This nigga from the Dean, I really fuck the shitty. Never second look the greedy or the silly. Matter of fact, that's a plan, you can come with me. Cause if freedom got the price, I'd rather steal it. Raw deal it, cap peel it, spit it down the sun, I roll it up and seal it. Bottle and distill it, crack the neck, then straight kill it. Yeah, the knife is not a knife until the flesh gets to feel it. Education, the art of war, peace, manipulation. Snake game with them hoes, watching work the plantation. Upload like Haitians, lacerations and abrasions to frustrated warriors who can't remain patient. Should've fucked it when you stuck it, but you made love to it. Should've pimped it, but you sipped it when you gave love to it. But I keep slugs to it as the beat cause the salmon, broken necks and head cracks while the panties keep coming. So on your knees, take MCs and verbal wannabes. I make moves like the bass, like lower extremities. These lyrical Pharisees that they compare to me when the screw becomes a death that feeds on your short legacy. With fluid flows, my liquid telepathy asphyxiates every thought to create mental jeopardy. Choose your words carefully. Avoid every line you design with my verbal hysterectomy and no running or hiding.
All the way back. I lived in North Hollywood, right off Laurel Canyon and Hart Street. So why am I gonna drive 25 minutes on a motorcycle flying?
Right.
God forbid something bad could happen at 3, 4 in the morning on a motorcycle, and
that's when it always happens.
Man, it always happens. So that's why I was like, I started sleeping on the couch, and I just became, I was just hungry at that time. I was like, I don't got nothing to lose. I don't got no girl. I was like, shit.
Do you have any kids or anything like that?
No kids.
See, bro, you're in the perfect position.
The only person I'm taking care of is more like my mom. My mom already got money. Like she good. My biggest concern is like, because she's in her 60s. I'm like, you say you want to live by the beach? Let's get this property over here so you can live here. So then I really can have my eyes on you. Yeah. And then we play the real estate game. Yeah. Because I'm not trying to just like engineering makes great money when you actually get on. But the problem is it's just like I'm not going to just have one source of income. Yeah. This is America. Land of opportunity, I'm going to take every single thing I can do.
Yeah. See, that's another issue that I've been hearing and noticing a lot of people, and I'm trying to tap into. You got to have a source of passive income. You got to have your passion in what you're doing. Yeah. You got to have like a gang of traps out there. You checking traps for days.
Yeah.
You putting traps up. You know what I mean?
Where am I going to go?
Yeah. Because I mean, it's like, bro, like for instance, like right now, I'm hustling 3 different jobs and this business with 3 different major aspects in the business that I'm trying to deal with. So that's like 6 different careers I'm juggling all at once, trying to push all this shit together with the podcast.
Right. See?
You know what I mean? So, bruh, this is a nonstop
And you're
thing.
interviewing people that you met. You didn't even know what they do.
Didn't even, bro, like that's the serious. So since Playhouse.
Exactly.
We've been working since Playhouse. That's almost 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, huh?
Yeah.
Because 1 year to COVID.
Yeah,
and then
COVID.
1 year we've been out.
2019 is a COVID, right?
Yeah, and we just been out. So, about 2.5, 3 years almost. And then Playhouse, how long did you work at Playhouse before
it shut down? A year and a couple of months.
You got there the last
I got there in November because the running store I was working at, that I was helped building up, it closed down because that rent was expensive on La Brea. I would told him that was a bad deal. Like, yes, it was a good location, but not a good.
How much did you guys need to pay on La Brea?
I have no idea. Yeah. He didn't show me the books. And I respectfully understand, but
it was whatever it was too much.
It was too high.
Yeah,
it was too high because we were right off of La Brea and Melrose. Right, we were literally right next to Pink's Hot Dogs. That's where the running store was.
Wow.
So I specialize like fitting people with running shoes. I used to work for New Balance when I was in college in New York. So I was like, oh, that's easy.
Right.
So and then plus, I got New Balance on right now. So the plug has always been legit ever since. So, but I just capitalize on what I, know in the market, and then still knowing reps in different areas. So they'll always send me stuff, and then I put my craft into this, and then I started making a name for myself. So then they like
Playhouse is a hobby.
Yeah, it was a hobby.
What you're doing is
you always want to have income. Studio money doesn't come in fluent. Like one week you might make like 2,000.
Yeah.
And the next week you might not make nothing.
Right.
And then you got to pay the taxes on the $2,000.
Right. And then the rent
and then your
for the
rent.
studio when you didn't make nothing.
Yeah. So you gotta just mentally prepare. So I always kept setting goals for myself when I came out here.
Yeah.
I knew what I was coming out here for. I knew who I was working with. I was working with the greatest of greatest people that put me in position.
Yeah.
And I took it from there.
Yeah.
And I just knew how to hustle because my family, my dad's side of the family, my mom's side of the family, we're all hustlers. So, you know, if like an opportunity closed in front of your face, I'm going to find a way to get through the window.
Right, right.
You know, like that's how I was raised.
Yeah, you always either break it or kick it in.
Yeah, like
get in. We gonna get in the house. Though.
Like my first job,
get in.
Yeah, facts. Big facts. Like my first job in high school was me selling CDs.
Right.
I sold CD. I was selling like the DJ Envy, DJ Clue.
Like bootlegs.
Yeah. Well, you know.
You was like making them and burning them up and then selling them.
Yeah. I was selling them shit for $5
Yeah.
That shit brought me Grand Theft Auto, Big Flex. My dad was like, I think you on to something.
Yeah, right.
And my mom was just happy I was doing that, and I was like a skateboarder at that time, and I was playing baseball, football, and ran track. So it was just like, yo, I don't have to get a job because I'm out here selling CDs. So
it was a hand-to-hand. It just wasn't that kind of a hand-to-hand.
Yeah, exactly. And then I got robbed.
But it was a hand-to-hand.
Yeah, and then I got robbed, I want to say 10th grade or 11th grade. I will always remember that. I remember coming back from gym class, and I went to go get put my shorts on, and my wallet was gone. And then they found my wallet, but the cash was gone.
Yeah.
And that's when I said,
how much they get you?
I think it was like $70, $80. But back
that's
then,
a lot. That's a lot back then.
I was lit.
Like, nigga, what?
I said, y'all mother can't tell me.
You could have ate for 2 weeks on $70, $80 back then. Nigga, what?
I was having pizza parties at my own house on Fridays because, you know, TGI Friday.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. It's funny because, like my hand-to-hand, I used to sell weed. And so I used to go to the homie's house, man, pick up a quarter, sack it up, go to the college, go to the arcade, back behind the arcade, and just sell the bags out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then double that, go back down to the hood, go buy another fucking quarter, come back, sell the bag. I used to make like almost 2 or 3 trips a day sometimes.
See?
You know what I mean? But I was like, I was making more doing that than my GI Bill was covered in college. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I was like, this is crazy.
Right.
So I ended up leaving college. You know what I mean? But, you know, then once I got out of college, you know, I started working, and then I got my girl, you know, I got a girlfriend, and started to, you know, work with her and everything else. And then once I ended up getting married. Once I ended up getting married, bro, that was it. Everything shut down, like, in the sense of kicking now, life's kicking in.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got somebody else attached to me. I gotta get cracking. And then that's when I really, I did security and stuff here and there, but that's when I really jumped into it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And that's when I started like balls to the wall, whatever it was, bounty hunting, repo, gun for hire, you know, whatever it was, I jumped in it. Like,
what's bounty hunting like? I watched it on TV. I said, yeah.
Bounty hunting is crazy because like bounty hunting when you have a team is good. Yeah. But you don't have the same laws as cops. Okay. So like bounty hunting, kick in your door, sit in your house, and then be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong house, and walk off.
What?
That's it.
Yeah, no,
so bail agents, that's why everybody hates them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why everybody hates bounty hunters. Criminals hate the bounty hunters, cops hate the bounty hunters. Cops can't do what the bounty hunters can do, and criminals can't, you know, they can't negotiate with them.
Right.
Because nothing stops them. They're for the money.
Right.
So it's like, it's just like how they do it in Star Wars and everything else. It's all about the money. So when you see the bounty hunter come in, it's like, there's no negotiation unless you get money.
Right.
And so we snatched up a few people. I did it for a little while. We snatched up a few people. And then, you know, that kind of died out. Then it went into repo. The guy I was working for at the time that was into all that shit was an iffy kind of guy. You know, he was shady. Then I started getting jobs like, well, just stand here by the window and hold the shotgun. I'm like, what that mean?
Yeah.
I was like, well, like, so if he comes out the window, oh yeah, just rack it. No, if he comes out the window for the blast, I'm gonna smoke this fool.
Right.
So what am I? Otherwise, you don't want to be. I was like, you don't want to be standing here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you start thinking too much. And when you start thinking, that's when they like, okay, we don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
Because they just want to tell you, oh, just stand there. They just want somebody to just sit there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
No, I ain't gonna end up on World Star.
Yeah, that's
you get like, cause he jumped through the window and kicked you in your chest and shit.
You know what I'm
First
saying?
off,
Talk
nah.
about I was supposed to just rack
Right.
one in the chamber, or I blast this dude and it's not the guy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I said, we can kick, we can go. You can get leads all the time as a bounty hunter, and they be false leads.
Right.
You go kick in the wrong door, and you putting the gun down somebody's face, and it's not that dude.
Exactly.
Now you legally may be able to say, "Oh, sorry," and walk off, but shit, the trauma that you've experienced, the trauma that they've experienced, you know what I mean? You just ruined some lives. You know what I'm saying?
At that point, I'm like, yo, I gotta move.
Yeah, you fucked up some shit. You know what I mean? So bounty hunting, I was like, okay, this is too much.
Facts.
And then I had offers to bomb sniff for the Israelis.
Okay.
That was too much. I was like,
Yeah, I
you
can't
know,
do that,
we
man.
see you know, with the little mirror up under the car, and then all of a sudden, boom, everybody's dead. You know what I mean? I even had an offer with Blackwater.
Mm.
And then I read in the paper they was hanging contractors over the fucking overpass.
Yeah.
They were riding through fucking Iraq shooting at people and acting stupid.
Yeah. Nope.
And they were offering at that time, it was close to like, for a tour, it was close to like 150,000
Okay.
for the whole, for like 8-month tour or something like that to go out there.
And what happens if you get hit? Now all your money going into medical, trying to get back home.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You're done. You're done. So I didn't take that job. I had an offer to go work for one of the Saudis, one of the princes.
Yeah.
The bodyguard himself told me. He said, "Don't take this job." I said, "Well, why?" He said, "Because if you do and they ask you to go to Saudi Arabia," he said, "guys end up missing out there all the time."
All the time.
I'm
He said
good.
they'll go out there and end up going missing all the time.
What? Like just like they get kidnapped?
Just gone. Yeah, kidnapped, killed, whatever. You don't like nobody. You know, I mean, you know, was it the Arabs? Didn't they started the slave trade on blacks? Whites capitalized on it. You know, through Zanzibar or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't want to see nobody black doing nothing. Out there.
Yeah.
Nobody African doing nothing out there like that.
That's fact. That's fact.
They're wild the fuck out. You see when they come over here?
Yeah, definitely. If you date their women.
You know what I mean? Bruh, you get close to that women, or other than buying, you know, falafel or some shit, you know what I mean? Or smoking a hookah here and there, bruh, they not having that shit.
I learned that when I got here real quick.
Yeah, they not having that shit. The girls come over here and want to fuck the darkest thing they can find.
Yeah.
I want to fuck one of them American rapping ass niggas.
Yeah.
They cause and kick up the most dust. Piss my dad off, brother off the most.
They bad though.
Yeah, they bad as fuck. They bad as fuck.
That's it.
But it's like, yeah, what got me with that, then they